Have you ever really wondered where and how to touch an older woman? Not just to touch her body, but to reach her heart, to awaken feelings she thought she'd forgotten. You see, a woman's body isn't just skin and nerves. It's a map of memories, trust, and longing. And when you know the right places, and even more importantly, the right way, you don't just create physical contact, you create emotional intimacy. The kind that lingers long after you let go. In this video, I'm going to share with you 9 places, 9 subtle yet powerful spots, that can make an older woman feel truly desired, seen, and enchanted. But here's the secret, it's not about grabbing or forcing. It's about finesse. About understanding her emotions and respecting her vulnerability. In fact, the first 2 places I'll show you can spark intense, almost electric feelings. And the 5th? That's the one that leaves her absolutely mesmerized, thinking of you long after. So, are you ready to discover what she's been waiting for all along? Let's begin. Let's start with one of the most underestimated yet powerful places to touch an older woman, her lower back. Have you ever walked through a crowded room and instinctively placed your hand there, just lightly, to guide her through? That simple gesture speaks volumes. The lower back is a place of warmth, security, and quiet support. It tells her, without a single word, I've got you. You're safe with me. And it doesn't take much, just the soft, fluid weight of your hand. Not forceful, not possessive, just present. Whether you're helping her into a car, walking beside her through busy streets, or climbing stairs together, that touch reminds her she's seen, protected, and cared for. And here's the thing, confidence doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes, it whispers through the palm of your hand resting gently on her back, and she feels it more deeply than you realize. Now, let's move to a spot that's even more intimate, the nape of her neck. Have you ever noticed how a woman instinctively shivers when someone brushes that delicate area? There's a reason for that. The nape is one of the most sensitive, vulnerable places on her body. When you touch it, gently, respectfully, you're not just making her feel physical sensations, you're telling her you see her tenderness and honor it. Imagine this, you're standing close, perhaps in a quiet kitchen, or during a long embrace. You let your fingertips graze the soft skin at the back of her neck, light as air. She feels a rush, not just of desire, but of trust. But remember, this is not a place for pressure or roughness. It's not about taking, it's about creating a moment she'll feel deep inside. When done right, it awakens something she may not have felt in years, and it draws her closer to you without a single word. Next, let's talk about a place that surprises many men, her arm. It may seem ordinary at first, but in the right moment, a simple touch here can create an unforgettable connection. Picture this, you're sitting across from her, deep in conversation. She's sharing something personal, her eyes searching yours. As she speaks, you reach out and lightly run your hand along her arm, just for a second, as if to say, I'm right here with you. That gesture doesn't just bridge the space between you physically, it tells her you're truly listening, fully present, and connected to what she's feeling. The beauty of touching her arm is its versatility. Whether you're walking side by side, standing at a bar, or sitting close together, it's always within reach, subtle, yet powerful. Just remember, don't grab. Don't hold. Let it flow naturally, like a quiet echo of the emotions you're both feeling. You'll be amazed how such a small gesture can make her lean in, closer than before. Now, let me show you a spot that's subtle, yet deeply intimate, her knee. Have you ever been sitting next to a woman, maybe at a movie, sharing a drink, or just talking late into the night, and your hand naturally rested on her knee? That touch carries more meaning than you might think. The knee is a private, almost shy part of her body. When you rest your hand there softly, not pressing, not claiming, it tells her you're comfortable being close, and that she can be, too. Imagine the setting. The lights are low, laughter fades, and you're leaning in to tell her something. Your hand brushes her knee as if it just found its place there. That quiet contact fosters warmth, connection, and a sense of trust between you. The key? Presence over pressure. Don't rush, don't make it about excitement, make it about comfort, about letting her feel valued and noticed. Sometimes, it's in these small, discreet touches where the deepest bonds are formed. And now, we come to one of the most powerful and mesmerizing places to touch, her waist. Few gestures feel as protective yet intimate as placing your hand there. Picture this, you're dancing together, the music drawing you closer. Your hand settles gently on her waist, not gripping, not pushing, just holding her with quiet strength. In that moment, she feels both desired and safe, like the world has faded away and it's just the two of you. The waist is incredibly sensitive, a place where closeness meets passion. Whether you're walking through a crowd, taking a photo together, or simply standing side by side, that touch signals unity. It says, I'm here with you. You belong right here. But here's what sets this gesture apart. It's not about control. It's about offering support, a firm yet welcoming presence she can lean into. When done with respect and confidence, the touch on her waist is unforgettable, a perfect balance of affection and desire. Few things are as timeless, or as powerful, as holding a woman's hands. It seems so simple, doesn't it? But when done with presence and care, it can speak louder than any words. Imagine you're sitting across from her at a quiet cafe, the world buzzing around you. You reach out, and your fingers gently wrap around hers, not rushed, not stiff, but natural, like they've always belonged there. You watch how her shoulders relax, how she exhales, how her guard melts. That's the magic of hands. They're not just for holding, they're for connecting, for showing her that you're fully there with her, in that moment. Whether you're walking in the park, sitting on a bench, or sharing a deep conversation, holding her hand sends a clear message. You matter to me. You're safe. And I see you. Let it be spontaneous, soft, and sure. A quiet gesture that makes her feel cherished, without needing to say a word. We arrive at one of the most delicate, and secretly seductive, places you can touch a woman, her wrist. The inside of her wrist is soft, sensitive, and often overlooked. But that's exactly what makes it so powerful. It feels like a little secret between the two of you. Picture this. You're saying goodbye, or maybe greeting her at the start of the evening. You gently take her wrist, lift it ever so slightly, and let your lips brush against it. Just a fleeting kiss, nothing more, yet her pulse quickens. She feels desired, appreciated, and captivated all at once. The beauty of the wrist is in its subtlety. No marks, no grip, no pressure, just a gentle, fleeting touch that hints at deeper intimacy, without crossing boundaries. It's a quiet promise. A suggestion of what could be. And often, that suggestion is far more powerful than anything else you could say or do. Let's move to a spot that speaks of quiet strength and reassurance, her shoulder. It might seem ordinary at first glance, but in the right moment, it can mean everything. Think about this. You're walking into a room full of people. She hesitates, just for a second. And then, your hand rests lightly on her shoulder, steady and calm. In that instant, she feels your presence, your confidence, and she relaxes into it. The shoulder is a place of unspoken guidance, a way to say, I've got you. You don't have to face this alone. Whether you're posing for a photo, helping her through an unfamiliar place, or just standing together, that touch tells her she's supported without being controlled. The key is to keep it light, respectful, and brief, never heavy or possessive. A gentle hand on her shoulder reminds her that you're right there, quietly watching out for her, and that she can trust you to lead when needed. And finally, we arrive at one of the most intimate and alluring places, the delicate line around her ear and hairline. Few touches feel as personal, as quietly electrifying, as this one. Imagine this, you're standing close, your voice is low, sharing a private moment. You gently tuck a loose strand of her hair behind her ear, letting your fingertips trace the curve where her hair meets her skin. She feels a shiver, not just from the touch itself, but from the care, the attention you've given to such a subtle, vulnerable spot. This gesture carries a kind of quiet charm. It's playful, tender, and deeply personal, as though the rest of the world has disappeared. Done delicately, with respect and just the faintest contact, it whispers, I see you. I notice the details others overlook. When paired with a soft word, a quiet laugh, or even a secret between you, that simple touch around her ear and hairline becomes unforgettable, leaving her feeling cherished and desired. So now you know, 9 subtle, powerful places to touch an older woman, not just to spark desire, but to create something deeper. Each of these spots, her lower back, her nape, her arm, her knee, her waist, her hands, her wrist, her shoulder, and even the delicate line of her ear, isn't just about physical contact. It's about what your touch says without words. That she's safe. That she's seen. That she's desired, respected, and cherished, all at once. But here's the truth. It's not the place that matters most. It's the way you do it. With presence. With confidence. With care. Because when you touch her with intention, when you pay attention to her emotions as much as her skin, you unlock something no one else can. So, which of these touches will you try first? Which moment will you create, the kind that she'll remember long after you've walked away? If this video inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little guidance in the art of connection. And remember, the smallest touch, done right, can leave the deepest impression.